Just under 8 minutes to play. Clark finds some space and hits a three.
Doing a really good job of getting into the vision of Caitlin Clark early.
Clark steps on the gas, goes right by Stewart.
Clark over Horston, hits a three.
Half-court offense, crossover move by Clark. Thought about the step back. Boston this time driving to the paint, and an easy two.
Caitlin Clark brings a unique energy to the court the moment she touches the basketball. As she crosses half court, defenders immediately pick her up, knowing her shooting range stretches far beyond the three-point line. One quick dribble, a sudden step to the side, and she launches a deep three with total confidence.
The net a lot more here in this third than we saw in the first half, and that's affected their pace. Clark outside, and that's good. Play of the game against Washington in the preseason game. We've been told that it's the right knee. She will be reevaluated.
She had 13 in the first half, but has picked up a triple-double here today and gets the end one.
Clark hasn't shot the best in the second half, and this is just a great job. Little hesitation, change of speed.
2 assists. Here's Clark. Bounces. Boston takes and drops it in.
The shot arcs high through the air before splashing cleanly through the net, sending the crowd into a roar. That's the kind of moment Clark creates again and again. But her game is far more than just long-range shooting. Clark controls the offense with sharp awareness and elite court vision.
Claire Van Loo thought she was fouled. Here's Clark off to the races, ahead for Wallace. Perfect. Ubish hounding Clark. Clark, step back three, knocks it down.
3 for 4 here in the second.
Clark leaning into Canada's, just got it up off the glass.
But Cowan, who couldn't finish, behind the back again for Clark, give her another assist. They work when you're not seeing them.
Clark from way downtown carries it.
As defenders close in to stop her scoring, she quickly turns into a playmaker, threading precise passes through tight spaces. A defender steps toward her, and instantly she fires a no-look pass to a cutting teammate for an easy layup. It's the type of play that makes defenses hesitate because guarding Clark means preparing for everything at once. Her ball handling adds another layer to the challenge.
Bag Benlay. Indiana will reset. Clark fire away. You bet.
Just setting the screen for Clark. Feeds the post here to Smith, and another and one, and then
Austin's been held to 4 points in the first half. Here is Clark. Launches and hits. Now Clark looking to push. Cross-court pass. Pull back to Clark. She will launch and bury a three.
She moves the ball with confidence, mixing quick crossovers, hesitation dribbles, and sudden bursts of speed. If a defender presses too closely on the perimeter, Clark attacks the lane without hesitation. Inside the paint, she shows soft touch with floaters and clever finishes off the glass.
It stays here with Indiana. Clark, a deep one. You bet.
competition. Mitchell. Cunningham, and work when you're not seeing them.
Clark from way downtown carries it.
Well, the last time she was here, she had 19 assists with broke. Fever looking for numbers. Clark to Wallace. Back to Clark. Shovel pass, Boston.
Even against taller defenders, she finds angles to score with control and creativity. Clark also thrives in transition. The moment her team secures a rebound, she pushes the pace up the floor. Sometimes she drives all the way to the rim for a fast layup, and other times she stops suddenly behind the arc and launches a deep pull-up three before the defense can react.
Channel defense by the Sparks fans. 6 on the shot clock. Clark, a deep three!
Game situational defense will be better because they have all those things. I think that's a combination of why they're going to have a much better defensive effort.
There's Clark with a beautiful
that he's leaned on in his first year. Granny Poole, that spent time at Dallas. Chelsea Lyles, who he coached with at Florida Gulf Coast.
One pass shot, no pass shot possessions for New York. Clark, step back three. Oh, she hit it and draws the foul.
Those quick decisions can shift momentum in seconds, turning a quiet possession into an explosive highlight. As the game moves into the final minutes, Clark becomes even more dangerous. She embraces pressure rather than avoiding it. With the score close and the crowd buzzing, the ball finds its way into her hands. She slows the game down, reads the defense carefully, and waits for the perfect opening.
Just dominate in the paint. Atlanta coming off of back-to-back games, scoring 90-plus points.
Top 4 scorers the college level here in this one as Caitlin Clark.
And Mitchell knocks that one away. Here comes Clark going the other way. Clark going behind the back. Oh, it's Boston, an and one.
That's the kind of screen I'm talking about.
Mitchell
right there.
Back for Clark and hits a three.
One quick move creates just enough space for another deep shot. The release is smooth, the confidence obvious, and the result often sends the arena into celebration. Caitlin Clark's style combines fearless scoring with elite playmaking, making her one of the most exciting players to watch. Every possession carries the possibility of a long-range three, a brilliant assist, or a clutch moment that changes the game.
Wheeler finds Clark from the logo.
Clark. Buckled Clark's knees.
13. Missed there from Lloyd. Clark the fling ahead. Oh, what a dime. And Mitchell lays it in. Clark trying to shake free Mabry all over. Here is Clark. Clark separating, taking, and hitting.
Clark working on Cunningham, gets inside. Clark gets it to go. And the foul.
Her ability to stretch defenses, create opportunities, and deliver under pressure continues to define her as a player who can control the flow of a game and turn ordinary moments into unforgettable highlights. Her competitive fire pushes her to keep attacking no matter the situation. Even after hitting big shots, Clark stays aggressive, constantly looking for the next opportunity to create offense.
Clark working Mabry, separating, taking, and hitting.
To existence is 6 or 7 players averaging double figures. They believe it.
Backdoor pass there from Clark to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell guarded by Harris. Mitchell spinning, finding Clark. 5 to shoot. Clark lays it in.
For Caitlin Clark. Pressure all game.
Clark, a problem for Canada there. Back, thought about the three. Gives it up. Boston lays it in.
She reads defenders carefully, noticing the smallest mistakes and instantly turning them into scoring chances. Sometimes it's another deep three from well beyond the arc, and other times it's a perfectly timed pass that leads to an easy basket. As the pace of the game rises, Clark remains calm and confident, guiding her team while keeping the pressure on the defense.
Traffic. Clark hitting Boston. Boston fakes and lays it in.
The Sky shooting 38%. Caitlin Clark, another three-pointer. Something happened behind the back. Taps the basket and gets her first. For the Chicago Sky. Now they had opened up a perfect 3 for 3 from 3. Boston trying to look for it. Kelsey Mitchell, catch, shoots, fires. She hits.
That combination of skill, vision, and fearless mentality is what makes Caitlin Clark such a dangerous and unforgettable presence on the court. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment from the brightest stars in basketball. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.